I'm starting this video very weirdly. I'm standing on my tippy toes because I'm too short. You're currently propped up in like a bathroom cabinet shelf. But I'm going to be doing my January and February favorites. I can never say February, like my R's never roll well enough for that. But I'm going to be doing it a little bit differently today because I wanted to kind of show you how everything works. I have a lot of skincare favorites and makeup stuff, so I thought it would be nice to kind of show you how it works on my skin, what it looks like. But I'm going to start everything off with skincare. I have like a whole lot of stuff here. I'm gonna put it on my face. There are a couple of things that I actually don't have to show you because I finished them. A lot of these favorites are things that I used on the plane or things that I've used in the beginning of being here in America. So they're things from January and February because I forgot about January. Been a little bit busy with the baby and with just kind of exploring America, and I'm gonna have to just get down because my toes are just cramping out right now. So the first favorite is actually the Avene like thermal mist. I don't have it because I had it in a little travel size which I used on the plane, and it was the most amazing thing because I would just spray it on my face whenever I felt like I was getting dry, and the plane air kind of just like zaps all the moisture out of your skin, so that was really helpful for me. I didn't actually add any moisturizers or serums or anything like that. I just would spray my face with that and it did such a good job. Like my face actually looked glowing and luminous. You guys can see it in those travel videos. Like when I got off the plane, my skin actually looked really good, and I think it's a lot to do with that thermal mist and then also the mask that I'm talking about now, which I don't actually have to show you, so I'll put it up over here. It's the Skin Republic Gold Sheet Mask. It's really moisturizing, like unbelievably moisturizing. I put it on the plane, which you guys would have seen in my travel video, and I looked insane for majority of the time, but it helped so much. I've never seen my skin look that luminous and plump and glowing, so it's actually the perfect kind of like travel mask, which I really love, and it was the first time I've used it and I was so pleasantly surprised. I did get a few travel pimples, but I do always expect that. That's just like a norm for me. I bought this while I was here, like the beginning of end of Jan, beginning of Feb. I bought this Pearlessence Rose Water. It's basically just a hydrating face mist which I use after I wash my face. So I'll wash my face, put my Aloe Unique stuff on any pimples that I have, and then I'll spray this on. So I'm going to show you guys now. It also smells amazing. It actually smells like a fragrance. It's that like intense. It's beautiful. I love it. You can see that I'm very liberal with this stuff. I'm not holding back at all. So then I'll just kind of like fan my face to let that sink in, or go and like pick up my clothing while I let that sink in. And I find that my face actually does look like more hydrated once I've sprayed this. While I'm letting that dry, I'm going to put on my Nuxe Reve Miel. This is also another favorite. I think I've spoken about this in favorites before just because it is amazing. It's basically just a very hydrating lip balm. This is old school YouTube here with the hands in front of the camera. It's basically finished. I bought this I think at the end of last year. My lips were so dry and I love this stuff. This also I applied so many times on the plane whenever I felt like my lips were kind of drying out or this was kind of just sinking into my lips. I would just apply a little bit more, and I find that it actually really did help. I have a new lip balm favorite, but this will always be up there. It is amazing. It's basically like a lip conditioner. I put this on at night, let it sink in, but also this is great for like international trips and stuff. This I'm meant to talk about in my, I feel like December favorites. I think it was December favorites. This is the Lush The Birth of Venus Jelly Face Mask. I've been using this a lot. This helps to soothe my skin and just kind of like if I have blemishes, like you can see I have a couple over here on my chin, I'll just pop this all over my face and I just find that it helps to soothe everything, calm my face down. It's a very interesting texture. I made it like this. It looks a little bit weird right now. When you get it, it looks more like, I got my sister one, so I'm going to show you hers. It looks more like this. I mean, she's taken a little dig out of it since she's used it, and actually she really liked it, but it comes more like flat like that. You kind of have to dig a little bit out, spread it out in your hands, and then use it on your face. I really like the stuff. I like the smell. It's very soothing, very simple. Her one is the FOMO Jelly Face Mask, also really good. It smells like rose, but I really like this one. I think it works perfectly for my skin, and I find it actually does help to soothe everything. I'm going to move on to my next face product while I'm here because I'm talking a lot. This is the Roche-Posay Effaclar Duo with SPF 30. I've been using this a lot. I think I spoke about it in a video recently, like before I left for America, and it was because I've stripped back my skincare completely. I since obviously have another moisturizer that I'm using and trialing. You guys will know I'm trying out the Glossier stuff, but I really like this. It's a very simple moisturizer. I do find that I have to do it in sections because it doesn't spread very well. So I kind of do my cheeks, and then I will do like kind of like my neck, chin area and my forehead separately, just because, as I said, it doesn't spread very well. But my skin looks hydrated, luminous, beautiful. This makes my skin look good underneath makeup, and I can't rave about this enough. It's a good formula as well for sensitive skin. It doesn't have a scent. It does have a scent. It's kind of like a, it's not fragranced, I would say. It has a scent, but it's not fragranced. So good for sensitive skin. This helped to sort out my skin when I had lots of breakouts, and I was just like, what is going on? I never had this many. And my skin completely cleared up once I started using this. So this is definitely part of clearing up my skin. I love this. I'll put a link in the description box, which I always do, where you can shop this, and honestly, it's so worth it. I love it so much. Next favorite is not a skincare favorite, but it is skin, but like body skin. So this is the Aveeno Daily Moisturizing Body Yogurt. I actually bought this the first week that I was here when I went to Walmart. It's kind of like a thick whipped yogurt texture almost. And I was actually saying to my sister this morning, I just noticed it this morning, that my elbow skin, I don't know if anyone else has this issue, but my elbow skin usually feels like the bottom of like your foot, like your heels. It's horrible. It doesn't feel like normal body skin. I don't know if that's too much information or if it's weird to hear that, but my elbows never feel nice. But this morning I realized that they actually feel like skin. They're not ashy or weird, and I only apply this after I shower. I thought that it wasn't going to be as moisturizing as my eye oil, but surprisingly it is, and it works beautifully. I bought this huge tub for, I want to say like $5-6. I could be wrong, but I will list the link in the description box. And you can now get Aveeno in South Africa. I don't know where. I think you can get it at like Clicks or Discim, but this is totally worth picking up, and I think it's pretty affordable because it's affordable here. So it's a drugstore brand here. It'll be affordable back home. I'm just going to show you what this kind of looks like on my skin. And my skin feels beautifully moisturized. It doesn't take too long to sink in, but this sinks in really quickly. Like already my skin feels a little bit like, not tacky, but I can definitely feel the moisturizer on it. But within less than a minute it will have sunk in completely, which is why I thought it wasn't working. I'm so happy that my elbows finally feel like real skin. It's a weird thing to say, but honestly this has made such a difference with my elbow skin. So if you have that issue, get this. One of my last things that I'll talk about while I'm in the bathroom is this Lush fragrance. I think in December Lush launched their fragrances. You would have seen on Instagram that a lot of bloggers got those like little soap cards. I loved that press drop. It was really cool. And then they asked us to choose one fragrance that we loved, and I chose Rentless. And it came in this 30 ml bottle. I think that the branding, the bottle, the packaging, everything is absolutely beautiful. Very simple, very, very Lush. This is the only fragrance I brought with me to America, so that is saying a lot. I didn't bring any of my others, and I love my Alaya fragrances, but this is beautiful. It is a little bit sweet, like it's definitely sweeter than I usually go for, but when I smell it, it's kind of like this strong, musky, sweet, almost evening fragrance. It's so beautiful. You have to go and smell it. I'll also leave a link in the description box again, so you guys can go and see what they have in the fragrance section. You can kind of suss it out a little bit and then go in store and smell them, but I love this so much. We'll now go out of this kind of yellowing light and you can see me in real life. Sorry about the lighting, but we're just working with what we have, and I thought this would be a little bit more natural. So we're gonna go downstairs and then we'll chat about like clothing series and a couple of other favorites that I have for the last 2 months. So for makeup favorites, I basically only have 3 items. I also look like a news presenter with the stance that I have going on here, but we're working with it. So it just turns out that 2 of them are from Bobbi Brown. That's just the way it's worked out. It's not like a paid, sponsored anything. But I have this Bobbi Brown BBU palette. It basically has all of their correctors, concealers, and foundations. So this side is foundations, this side is correctors and concealers. I brought this along with me. It's really compact considering it has all of this stuff in it. This is one of my favorites, is their corrector. I basically use either Bisque or light to medium Bisque. So this is Bisque over here. It's like dug into completely, and that's light to medium Bisque. And I just pop this underneath my eyes. You'll see such a huge difference once I use this. It just takes away the dark circles almost completely. I will use a concealer over the top of it, but I just find that this corrects the color underneath my eyes. If you hear any baby sounds, it's because Judah's behind me, but you just can't see him. So is Christy. You can't see her either. Wave a hand to the right. Wait, did you do it?
Yeah, can you see me?
No? Left? I literally cannot see anything. Now? Right? Nothing. Literally nothing. That's amazing. Okay, so I just popped this underneath my eyes where it's the darkest. So basically for me that is just right in my tear duct over here, and just a little bit underneath my eyes where it's like a really dark, like bluey color. And you can already see how much of a difference that makes to my eyes. It makes me look more awake and more well rested, even though I don't feel completely rested, but that has done an amazing job underneath my eyes. So the Bobbi Brown correctors are insanely good. I bought one for my sister before I came here. She loves it as well. They really are just amazing underneath concealer. It does more of the job than your concealer does. Next favorite, I got this just before I left for America, and this is the Bobbi Brown BB cream. This has SPF 35 and I have this in the shade Light. I think this shade is a little bit like too light for my liking. I would like one shade up, or like half a shade up, just so that it gives me a little bit more, I don't know, just a little bit more color, so I look like I have had some sun, at least, even slight sun. So usually I'll mix in some of this. This is a product from The Body Shop. This is the Instaglow CC cream, and I have this in the shade Dark Skin. So technically you could use this all over your face if you have a darker skin tone, but I like to use this as kind of like a warming up bronzer, almost like a liquid bronzer, just to make this a little bit darker, a little bit more like I have seen the sun in the last few months, which I haven't, and I'm not going to when I get back home either. Start with the cheeks and then move on. This has like very light coverage. Like, this is the kind of product that I like to use day to day. I don't see the need to use like a full coverage or even medium coverage foundation on a day-to-day basis, because my skin is not reacting too badly. Even when my skin does have a little bit more of a breakout, I'll just pop concealer over the top of any blemishes. So like these, I'll put a little bit of concealer on, but mostly day to day I choose a BB cream, CC cream, or tinted moisturizer. You guys know this. So basically this just does the job of evening out my skin tone. It has like a very luminous skin-like finish. It's not going to cover up anything really. You can still see all of the blemishes in my chin area, but I just like where this looks. My skin is coming through. You can see my freckles, you can see any blemishes I have. It just looks very much like skin with like a more uniform look. So I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup and then I'll come back with my lip favorite that I have. Okay, so it is quite a bit later actually. I finished my makeup a while ago, but then I had some Judah time and I just put him to sleep and we chilled and stuff, and it was really nice. But now I'm going to show you this lipstick that I've been wearing quite a bit. I think I wore it a lot in January. You guys asked about it a lot in my videos. I was wearing it in my 2018 goals video, and a lot of people asked what I was wearing. This is the Rimmel Stay Matte Liquid Lip Color in the shade 110 Blush. And I'm not hugely into liquid lips anymore, just because I want something more glossy and more hydrating, but I really like this and I like the shade. So I'm going to apply this and then I'll talk to you, because we know that I cannot talk while I'm doing lipstick. Okay, so that is it on, and the thing that I like most about this is that it has almost like a creamy, moussey texture. It doesn't feel really like drying, and it doesn't make my lips look really cracked, which a lot of the time liquid lipsticks do that to me. But this feels very like, I feel like a whipped texture is probably the best way to describe it. And when it does dry down, it still looks really nice. The color is pretty similar. Let me get a little bit closer. So that's kind of the color that it gives. It's a lot more pink than I usually go, but surprisingly I really like it. It makes my lips look more plump, if that's even possible, but I really like the way it looks on my lips. So that is all the makeup favorites that I have for this month. I have a few more coming in my March favorites, more like Glossier stuff, and the Glossier haul is coming, I promise you. So moving on to fashion stuff, you guys know that I'm very chilled. I like to wear like jeans and a t-shirt, the most basic stuff, like classic things like this piece, which you would have seen in my Target haul. My first favorite is actually on my body, and it's my Nike leggings, the ones that I wore on the plane. They are so unbelievably comfy. I like the way they look. I like the Nike surprisingly, even though to be honest I think I'm more of like an Adidas fan, but I really like these leggings. They're super comfy. They were comfy on the plane. They felt like tracksuit pants, and I really want to get myself some Adidas leggings that have like the 3 stripes down the side. But I do have another Adidas tracksuit that I bought at TJ Maxx, and I totally forgot to show it on my haul. I also have a dress that I bought at Target that I forgot to show in my haul. I just kind of like completely had a brain fart and forgot to show everything. So these leggings, and then also you guys will have seen these a lot. I don't know if I showed these in my December favorites or not, but these are a definite favorite. I brought these with me as like a summer shoe, because Christy did say that when it gets around to March time it starts to get really warm. And I've actually worn these a lot with socks, which is surprising to me because I look German when I wear them. But I really like these. They're just plastic kind of Birkenstock looking shoes. I like the color. They're perfect for summer. I took them on holiday with me when I went away for New Year's, and they were basically the only shoes that I wore the entire time. Just really like them. They're comfy. They've got like enough, like they've got the holes and stuff for your toes, which is nice. They're super comfy. I can wear them all day, summer, winter, no matter what. I mean, if you want to brave them and wear them in winter with socks, then go ahead. I like that style. Next thing is this honey t-shirt that I got from Superbalist. You guys would have seen me wear this a lot in December and also in January before I left. It's just a plain kind of like pink t-shirt, very simple design. I like the font. I feel like the font is kind of like 70s vibe, Austin Powers-ish, and I just really like this tucked into pants, jeans, anything really. Culottes, this looks really, really good. It's totally my style, even though it is pink and it's like proper Barbie pink, which is not actually my kind of vibe, but I kind of like how statement that is, and I get lots of compliments on it. It was 150 rand on Superbalist. So if you're looking for a statement t-shirt that kind of just is a little bit of color in your wardrobe, that's really nice. And then, oh, everything is falling over. Another favorite is my Vans. I resisted getting these just because I didn't want to be like everyone in the crowd, but I really, really love them. They're so comfy. I wore them on the plane. I actually surprisingly got these in a size 6, even though my feet are 150% a size 5, but for some reason these just fit a whole lot better in a size 6. They just look good with everything. Like, I'm going to show you an outfit. I'll put up a picture of here of me wearing the leggings, this t-shirt, the tan jacket I'm going to wear, and these shoes. It's just a really simple piece that just works with everything. You can dress down really formal pants, perfect for like day-to-day running around. They're really comfy, and because they're just black and white, they go with absolutely everything. This next favorite will come as no surprise to you guys. You've asked lots of questions about it. It is like a constant on my Instagram because I wear it all of the time, not even joking. It is my tan / camel coat that I got from Zara. Oh, this thing is so beautiful. I love the color. It was also on sale at Zara before I left. I was just looking for like a warm coat that I could wear when I got to America, because it was literally like 2 degrees when I got here in January. So I needed to have something for when I landed in New York, and this was literally the perfect coat for that. It's kind of like a wool blend, but it was 450 rand, and I just love it. I like the collar. I like how kind of oversized it is. It works with almost everything I have in my wardrobe. You guys would have seen me wear this a lot in the vlogs. I mean, look at that, with the black and white t-shirt, this like black pants, high-waisted jeans, my Vans. Oh, literally the perfect outfit. I don't know what it is about this coat, but it honestly is the perfect staple that I've added to my wardrobe, and I'm so excited to wear this more in winter when I get back to Cape Town. And then my last kind of fashion favorite is this handbag or backpack that I got for the trip. I've been using this a lot while I'm in America. So it's just this kind of like burgundy shade. It's got the front pocket over there, and it's quite deep. The actual backpack is really large. It can fit a lot in it. I put everything that I need in here. I fit like a scarf, extra leggings, like a jersey. This was the perfect travel bag. And if you guys want to see like what I carry in my carry-on, I can always do that when I leave America. So I can film that while I'm here, while I'm packing, like to leave and go home, which is so sad right now. But I really like this backpack. It holds a lot. It's got the side pockets as well. I got it on sale for I think 500 rand, and I had a Cavendish voucher, so I basically just didn't pay for it. I've officially bought like I think 4 or 5 bags in maybe the last 2 months, so I think I'm getting a little bit excessive on the bag front. Now we're going to move on to, let me get my notes before I carry on. When I was home, I finished the 2nd season of Versailles. Just in general, I like period dramas, and I love that there are so many more about like the British royal family, and even Versailles is about King Louis the something, I don't know, but it's so good. The 2nd season is amazing. I was gripped the entire time. I was just like, oh my gosh, what is happening? And then another period drama which I've watched while I'm here is Victoria. It also is about Queen Victoria. She was really young. I think she was like 17 when she was sworn in, and it's just, I really find that so interesting. They've made history appealing to people, even though I love history, so it kind of makes sense that I would enjoy these kinds of series, but it just makes it so much more relatable, even though can you really relate to royals? But anyway, so Victoria was really good, Versailles really good. These other three that I'm going to mention I've watched while I'm here, because we have a lot of like downtime and chill time with the baby, and you know, we just want to kind of be home and be with him and chilled, and you know what I mean. Anyone that's had kids, you will know. A series that kind of started recently while I've been in America is The Resident. I saw the trailer for it when I was home and I was like, I have to watch that because I love Grey's Anatomy, and The Resident is kind of more of a like a modern version of Grey's Anatomy, because with Grey's Anatomy I feel like a lot of the characters have died off. My favorite characters have died off, and it sometimes gets a little bit repetitive, but The Resident is different. It's got like a different twist to it, which I really like. And then this is something that again is a period drama. It's called Upstairs Downstairs, and it has the main actress from The Queen, or The Crown from The Crown, that woman who's the queen in The Crown. She is also in Upstairs Downstairs, and it is such a good series. I was completely gripped. I think I finished it in maybe a week. It was when I was kind of waking up with Judah at like 4 or 3 in the morning, and I just come down here and like watch Upstairs Downstairs. It's so good. It's basically about the maids or servants in a house, and then the royals in the house, or the kind of like uppity people in the house, and it's just really good. So if you're looking for like some period dramas to watch, you have 3 from this list. And then my last series favorite is Monk. It's an old school one. Like, I know that I watched Monk when I was probably in high school. I watched it with my mom and my sister a lot. It was on like freaking SABC3, but it's recently come on to Amazon Prime, so we've been watching it together, Chrissy, Jacob and I, and it is just so hilarious. Like, I honestly find myself uncontrollably laughing when I watch Monk. It is so good. It brings me back to being a teenager, and I'm like, this is so good. I love it. I feel so young again. But yeah, those are my favorites for January and February. I know this has been really long, I'm sorry, but it is 2 months worth of favorites. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed this. I hope you've liked the format. This kind of like news presenter-y, but then also like the bathroom, kind of doing my face thing. Oh, let me know if you want to see like get ready with me with a lot of the products that I brought with me. It'll be very simple. My makeup is always simple. You guys know this. It's basically this face, maybe a change of lip color, a few glossier products thrown in there as well. Let me know if you want to see that get ready with me and kind of chat. Also, if you've gotten this far, leave me questions in the comment section, because I want to do a Q&A. I'm always worried that people are not going to send questions, but if you have any questions related to blogging, life, marriage, work, anything, stuff you want to know about me, leave questions down below. I will answer them in like a little get ready with me video where I'm trying out a few products, some new stuff that I have, and I'm actually really excited to film that. I think it'll be cool. And then also let me know if you want to see kind of a run through of the skincare that I brought along with me, because they're kind of products that are holy grail, the products that I know are going to work. I didn't bring a ton of stuff, so let me know those things in the comments. Leave questions down below. I'll also have a picture on the screen over here where you can go and comment on that with any questions you have for my Q&A, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Subscribe if you're not. Cool. Bye.